Never gonna fall in love again.
Taken apart yet again, but put back together even better. So that's how the gussets ended up. This pipe's fully welded, which goes down to a metric 12 bolt. I think that's pretty sturdy if you ask me. And because we were doing all this reinforcing, I went ahead and I reinforced it under there with a gusset right there. So I would say the front end, structural wise, is probably mostly taken care of. So now we're gonna do what we were supposed to do a long time ago and do these rear down bars. What type of pipe should I be doing from there to there? Should I go all the way up, you know, and just continue this? But I really don't want to replace that glass or do any plexiglass stuff. I don't feel like it, you know, and I think that glass is perfectly fine. So I'll go from that arch right there just to under the glass right there, and I think that'll probably look the most appropriate and function the same way. Gosh, man, I really hate to cut holes in this, man. You know, especially if I don't have to.
Let you go. Never gonna fall in love again. Never gonna let you go.
So it is about that time. And by that time, I mean, something is finally happening. Check it out. There's the cab, fully caged. Well, just about fully, and I gotta wait till I do the door bars next. And here is the independent front suspension. And then we have the roll cage bars with their quick connects. It was a bit of a pain, but they actually came off really nicely. The remainder of the frame that I have to do is going to be to weld up this, where I basically step down the frame, you know, a couple of inches to get my body drop.
Now I know what you're thinking. Roddy, isn't a thinner frame a weaker frame? The answer is yes. Yes, it is. And if it weren't for this part in the roll cage right here, it'd probably fold in half.
I feel like this whole time with the truck I've been sprinting, and I haven't exactly enjoyed the whole process of building it. I felt like I was on a time limit and I wanted to get it done as soon as possible, but seeing it here on all four wheels, resting on its own weight, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. I never thought that I'd see the front of this truck again in better shape than it was before. It is looking good. I have the whole thing bolted on. I got the cab bolted onto the frame, and I'm super psyched. Plenty of room in the engine bay for a big old beefy motor. Oh yes, this is happening. And it's happening soon. You know, I don't know if you guys remember, but All the red is the stuff I'd built in the past and drove on. There's really nothing to protect this part of the frame. You know, there's nothing, no strong point to take a hit. So that's why I decided to come up with, you know, some structure in the back as well as like a bash bar. So in case I take a rear hit, I won't be completely out of service. I'll just have to rebuild some stuff. This is the drawing I came up with. I made these little squares and I welded some nuts on the back end of it, as well as the square mounting flanges. Just gonna find their way into these holes and, you know, basically get welded on like that. So I cut 2 pipes and then I welded these ones on, and I made them going this way because I plan to make them detachable, which I'll show you later on in the video how I do that. I'm gonna cut it in half and put a nut so that a bolt sits straight in there. I'm working on a rear jack point for this, so I went ahead and bended this pipe at a 90-degree angle, and I'm just trying to get it level. I think it's a very strange design, but I dig it a lot, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I mean, it's fucking weird looking for sure, but I enjoy trying new things, and especially like lining pipes up in different kinds of ways, just to see how it'd look. I left these too long because that's what the bash bar is gonna attach to, and that's gonna be also removable.